So let's talk about cheating. Let me just start off by saying that cheaters are cowards. Like, I have zero sympathy for cheaters. Like, I don't care what your situation is or what your situation was. Like, you actively decided to cheat on your partner, and that is not okay. I have heard so many different excuses for cheating. For example, there was this one person who was like, well, I have childhood trauma. My parents cheated on each other, so that means I'm genetically predispositioned to cheat on other people. And I was just like, if you are a grown-ass adult who actively makes the decision to cheat on someone or cheat with someone, knowing you or the person you're cheating with is in a fully committed relationship, then you absolutely have no excuses. None. Zilt. None. Zero. It was an active choice to cheat, not just a passive result. Like, it didn't just fall into your lap and just be like, oh, well, I guess I cheated. Like, no, you made the decision to go out of your way to cheat on someone, with someone, or whatever. You're just being selfish, my dude. And with cheating, there are at least two people involved, two people in the wrong. Number one, the person who cheated. Number two, the person they cheated with. Two people. At least. And of course, it's complicated. It's not necessarily black and white, yada yada yada, but that's the general rule. And there are people in every single scandal defending the other person because they weren't the ones in the relationship. And I'm like, but they knew, and they actively pursued that relationship. There's just as much in the wrong as the person who cheated. They understood that this person they wanted to be with was in a committed monogamous relationship, and yet that didn't stop them. They threw basic human decency and caution right out the window, and they were like, no, I am going to pursue this romantic experience because I want to. I don't care if they're taken. I don't care. I want them. And they did. That is not being innocent. That is not an innocent bystander. Nope. I'm pretty sure anybody who has internet access is aware of Adam Levine and Ned Fulmer and their infidelity scandals. And I want to talk about it for a little bit. First of all, let me just say that both of them, fuckers. Absolutely, like, just, really, guys? Really? But I feel like that fact is, like, universally known at this point. Like, we know that these are just scumbags of the earth. But the other women are also equally to blame. So the other woman for Adam Levine, I think her name is Sumner, she basically went on TikTok to post how she was manipulated and everything. But like, no, honey, you knew. Anybody who has access to Google understands that Adam Levine is married. Let me just give you the benefit of the doubt and be like, oh, maybe she didn't know. Maybe she didn't know about all of this. But like, do you not have Google? Do you not look at his pictures and be like, oh wow, his wife is pregnant. His wife is pregnant with their third child. And no, that doesn't even work for her. It doesn't work for her because Adam Levine specifically stated that he wanted to name his third unborn child after her. And I was just like, that's where I draw the line. No. Actually, I drew the line a long time ago, but like, this is a whole new thing of Adam Levine is a dirtbag. And then Sumner goes on TikTok to expose him, and I'm like, good job, good for you. But then again, she plays the sympathy card and she's like, oh, I didn't know, I was manipulated, I was so young. And I was just kind of like, I don't believe you. I really want to support women, like women supporting women, like I fucking love it, but like not when it's at the expense of another woman. And also, Ned from the Try Guys, some of us knew this was coming. Some of us were kind of like wary about him, but I honestly didn't think that he would actually go cheat on Ariel. So the woman that Ned cheated with is equally at fault for this whole schnitzel doodle thing because she knew. How could you not know that Ned has a wife? Literally everybody knows that he is married and has kids because he will not shut up about it. That's his entire personality. That's his, like, I mean, to be honest, his only redeeming quality, just being like a family man, and that's just botched now. So she knew, and she still decided to pursue this relationship with him. And listen, I am not a prude. I love and support people entering their slut era. Like, I love it. Go off. Do whatever you want. Do whoever you want. Like, I honestly do not give a flying fuck. But do not do it at the expense of other people. Like, don't do it. It's not that hard not to cheat. It's actually pretty simple. And there are some people who are like, oh my god, but this person is perfect. Like, if they're not safe, nobody is. And let me just tell you something. You can be the hottest, most intelligent, kindest, hardworking motherfucker on this planet, and you can still get cheated on. And do you know why? Cheating is a direct reflection on the cheater themselves. It's probably because they were insecure, or maybe they have low self-esteem, or maybe they're just selfish. But it's not because of what the person who was cheated on didn't provide or something that they lacked. No, it's because the cheater decided to cheat. That is it. And I'm seeing this pattern. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen often when really good people, like really good, great people, get cheated on by not so great people. And I'm like, why is that? So this is just my theory, but I think that the person who is less than average is kind of insecure about the relationship of being with an amazing partner. So they want to be validated, and they seek out that validation with other people in an affair. So I'm not really good at explaining, so let me provide you with an example. In the movie The Intern, Anne Hathaway's character is a boss ass bitch. Like, she has her shit together. She is the CEO of her own company, and she's killing it in the field. Her husband, who was originally her work partner but ended up becoming a stay-at-home dad after their first child, is now at home with the kid. And there's nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home dad. I think that stay-at-home parents deserve all the praise, because that is the hardest job in the world. Like, can you imagine? But anyways, I don't know why, but he starts developing insecurities because of the fact that his wife is the main breadwinner of the family. And what does he do? He proceeds to seek validation in an affair with one of the other moms at his daughter's school. Obviously, this situation is not like, it doesn't happen 100% of the time. There are a ton of different reasons as to why somebody cheated, but this exact situation happens a little bit more often than I would like. Cheating happens a lot more often than I would like it to. And out of all of this, the only victims are the faithful partner and the kids, if any kids. Because they're the actual innocent ones in all of this. They basically had the rug pulled out from under them in like a second, and they were like, what the heck is going on? Our entire life is flipped upside down. Who are you? Like, who's my dad? Who's my mom? Who's my wife? Who's my husband? Like, I don't fucking know anymore. The person who got cheated on has to come to terms with the fact that the person they love the most in the world broke their trust. The kids will grow up in a very complicated home, if not a broken home, and will continue to navigate how to live their lives with a parent who cheated. And this affects kids a lot, because that cheating parent is giving them a lot of mental homework, which is another nice way to just say trauma. And they're basically giving them this mental load of like all this fucking trauma of being a divorced kid result thingy-mabobber. I'm not really sure. My words aren't wording right now. So these kids have all this trauma, and they're going to have to spend their entire lives just working through it, through a lot of self-reflection, a lot of self-work, and lots of therapy. And you know the saying, once a cheater, always a cheater? I don't necessarily believe that's true. Despite my very negative attitude on cheating, I wholeheartedly believe that someone who cheated could redeem themselves by putting in a lot of work to fix their attitude and fix these temptations. But I think that the chance to amend with their current partner is very limited. That trust that they built together is broken. And it's really hard to put the pieces back together. Because, I mean, if you've seen shattered glass, it's almost impossible to put the pieces back together. If you have been cheated on, first of all, I want to say that I'm really sorry. Second of all, you did not deserve it. Absolutely fucking not. You did not deserve it. And number 3, you deserve to be with a decent human being. That's not even like, that's just the bare minimum of not being cheated on. Like, that person who cheated on you didn't even fit the bare minimum. You didn't even meet the minimum requirements of a decent human being. Like, I'm really sorry that happened. Being single is a hell of a lot better than being with somebody who doesn't deserve you. And if you have cheated on somebody, get your shit together. And there was this person that I talked to, and they were like, oh, well, we were gonna break up anyway, so I just cheated on her. And I was just like, but like, if you were going to break up with her anyways, then why not just break up with her and then go do whatever whorish thing you want to do? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, because this person explicitly stated that they were going to break up anyways, so that's why they cheated. But in my head, it makes a lot more sense to break things off first and then go pursue other relationships or connections. Like, am I missing something here? Like, am I just like, am I the weird one? What the fuck is going on? And people need to stop excusing this behavior and start holding them accountable, because this is not okay. It's not okay. And that is all I have to say for this video. If I talk more about cheating, I am going to get so pissed off, and that is a big no-no. So I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching and letting me rant once again. Also, let me know what you think about cheating in the comments, and I sincerely hope that we are all on the same page, or at least on the same chapter in this book, and we somewhat agree that cheating is bad. Because I swear, if you guys are saying like, oh, cheating is okay in this, like, no, I would just, no. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.